everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the third share for the HIP Kit Club. That's the September kit, and I'm showing you some of the pattern papers that might be using. And when you'll be viewing this in the full view, you'll probably be able to see what pattern papers they are. But for me, it's just a little square and I can't see. So I know that gray paper is from Echo Park Creative Agenda, and I absolutely love both sides of the pattern paper. I love the camera side and I love the navy and white stripe. But for this layout, I'm going to be using just the gray cameras. And at first I thought I was just going to use that pattern paper with the stripes right there with the different, I guess there's 4 blocks, and then you can use it as is. And they kind of all meet in the middle and they kind of form chevrons, I guess. And I thought I was just going to use that pattern paper. But then I remembered that one of the die cuts that came in the kit was the fox, and then the speech bubble that says, "What does the fox say?" And I have a picture of my son and my daughter, and it looks like they're being silly and singing. And I don't know if they were at that specific time, but just randomly throughout the trip they kept, because this summer that song was super popular and it was always on the radio. And of course, you know, everybody has iPhones now, and so they kept playing it on their iPhone and being silly about it. And so and they would say something like, a fox can speak, say what? So that's going to be the subtitle of this page. And I know I want to mat my photo with that dark gray that came in the kit, and I don't want to use a second dark gray. So what I'm going to do is just gut the inside, and I don't know at this point if I'm going to keep my photo at 4x6 or I'm going to cut it down. So I'm just going to cut it bigger than I need it, and it doesn't matter because I'm just going to cover the top. And what I did was to make sure that, you know, I wasn't going to be left with a big gap, is I kind of marked the corners of the pattern paper, and then I knew that I wasn't gonna, the hole was going to fit in behind my pattern paper. So this is the little container, is the container that keep all my Prima inks in. And I'm just going to ink the edges of all my pattern papers with a gray ink from Prima, and I think it's called Open Road. And while I'm doing that, basically I just grab some tags, some die cuts, and I'm just going to, you know, play around with the placing of everything. I'm just going to let you know that if you subscribe this month and you mention that you know, saw this on one of my videos, you can get a free paper add-on. And also she does ship internationally, but because of the different costs from country to country, you can't subscribe online. What you need to do is email her, and then she can also give you a cost for shipping at the same time. And what she'll also do is ship every second month, so that you can ship 2 months together, so that you can save on shipping. And as a member, you get 15% off all additional add-ons that you purchase. So you get the main kit, and then you can buy an embellishment kit, a color kit, a stamp add-on kit, and then there's cardstock and extra pattern paper. So I just want to let everyone know about that, because that's pretty awesome, especially the whole 2 months kit, you know, ship 2 months together, because you can save on shipping. Because I'm international, so I know that shipping can get pretty crazy. So back to the layout. At first I thought I was going to keep it really just grays and whites, and like I said, then I remember that fox, and that fox is sort of it's not pink, it's not orange, it's sort of a coral, I guess. So it's sort of in between, and a lot of the pattern papers in the kit is in the same tones. So I went and got those alphas that I used on my last layout, and I just cut out the word fox so that it would really stand out. And then on that same pattern papers, there's it almost looks like to me, it reminds me of a heartbeat monitor. Okay, so it was bugging me, so I just stopped the video and went to see who made that pink pattern paper, and it's Studio Calico, and that's the alpha one with the fox, and it has, like I said, the squiggly lines that reminds me of a heartbeat on a monitor. And then the stripe ones is from Crate Paper, and the music one is from Teresa Collin, 9 and Company. And if ever I forget to mention who makes the pattern paper, what you can do is I always do a paper selection for every kit. And what I do is I make a playlist and I put all the videos under the same playlist. So if you're wondering, what pattern papers I use for a specific layout, you can just go to that playlist, go to the paper selection, and in that I give out all the pattern papers and who makes it and everything. So I just thought I'd mention that because it would be kind of, a pain to try to look through 500 videos to try to figure out where you could find where the pattern papers are. And, I forget. I just love all the pattern papers, and I love color, and but who makes what? Whew. That's once the branding strip is gone, it's gone from my memory too. So that's always something that you can fall on. So I took that Studio Calico pattern paper. On the back side, it's gray and white stars, and I just put it to the right of the layout because I want to build part of my title on that part of the layout. And then to the bottom of that, I'm going to put 2 little tags, and that's where I'm going to do the journaling. And of course, the tags are kind of left bare on the bottom, so I'm just going to build up some little clusters on the bottom of the tags just to kind of ground them, because otherwise they look like they're kind of floaty. And then I kind of place them so that they kind of touch the fox, or the fox touches them, just so it looks grounded. I tried to move the speech bubble down a little bit so that it was closer to the fox, and there was no way that thing was moving. I was ripping the pattern paper, so I just said, forget it. I'm just going to leave it there. You're just going to make a mess. So, like I said, I'm just trying to find stuff to ground those 2 tags. And there was a little chipboard die cut that was a little music note, and I thought that was perfect for it. And I'm going to put that to the top of one of the tags. And then I'm just going to use a few arrows that came in the kit. And then I'm going to use those metal embellishments that were from My Mind's Eye that were like super heavy. I'm going to use a couple of hearts and 1 arrow from the kit. And then there was a die cut that said the best of friends in a chipboard form. So I'm going to use that. I'm trying to see what else. There was a little chipboard button in the pinkish. I'm going to use that. And then my title, I'm going to use those silver alphas that came in the kit from Thickers. And once I brought my layout in, I noticed I lost a few alphas, so I'm going to have to go back and look for them. But so I would use some wet glue like all the other alphas. I guess I should have known, and glue them down. So as soon as I'm done this voiceover, I'm going to glue that down because I've already lost like 2 pieces. So, and I had a few of them that were kind of all crooked and stuff, so they were just about ready to fall. So I used one of the stickers that came from the My Mind's Eye sticker sheet, and it's a 3 little hearts. So I'm going to use that to the left of the layout. And then there was another strip that I tried to use and I didn't end up using. So we're coming down to the end of the page, and basically all I did is I'm going to end up doing a top cluster to the very top left, and I'm going to add some twine. I watered down some paint, some white paint, because I found that my Mr. Huey's didn't show up. So I just watered down some white paint and did some white splatters. And that's it. The page is done. So here are a few close-ups of the layout. And again, if you want to see more close-ups, you can join me on my blog. The link is in the description, or on Facebook. The link is also in the description. And if you like this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, it would be really appreciated. So thanks for watching. Bye.